Hey everyone, this is Lala Reddy from Abstrakt Music Lab, and today we're back here with our sound design series. Today we're recreating the lead from David Guetta's and ARTBAT's track called It's Ours, and it sounds like this. And if you want to listen to the original sound, it's pretty damn close. I'm really happy with this one. And as usual, if you want to support the channel, you can get us a coffee available here in the description below. Or you can get our preset pack available here also in the description below and in the top right corner. Or if you want to go bigger with sound design, you can get the preset packs that we've done for production music live and also for freshly squeezed samples available here in the description and in the top right corner. And lastly, if you're a Discord user, join our Discord so you can join an amazing community, get feedback on your track, and a lot of cool things also related to music production. But let's get down to business and let's get started here with the sound design. This is the MIDI that we're working with today, just so you can listen. It's a chord, not a lead. So it doesn't feel like a lead. Originally, I thought that it was something like this. But it needs that low end body. So that's why we're using a chord today. And let's get started over here with our preset. We're gonna start with an initial serum patch, and we're gonna use an external EQ, where we're gonna do this afterwards. So let's get started over here. This is the initial sound. So now here in Serum, we're gonna start by choosing oscillator A and oscillator B. But as you've seen here in other videos in this channel, so you can see them over here in the description and in the top right corner, ARTBAT, they love to use the basic MIDI. And it sounds a little bit less digital, and that's why we're using this one today. We're gonna pick the level of this one and put it all the way down to something like this. Okay, so now we're gonna choose the envelope because you have to tweak the envelope. We're gonna choose the filter because I have to tweak the filter as well. And we're also gonna activate the noise. We're gonna do this step by step. The first thing that we need to do is shape the sound to have a little bit less attack. So instead of ba-bum, ba-bum, it has to be something more boom, 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 boom. We're gonna do this by using the attack over here. And we're gonna pick this handle to smooth it out a little bit. Now sustain all the way down because this is more of a pluck. And then the decay is going to go really all the way down. But we're also going to choose the hold. So essentially when the sound completes the attack, it holds for a little bit and then it starts decaying. This is going to go around over here, really light. And most importantly, we have to increase the release to give a little bit of tail to the sound. If you want to make a longer sound, but we're gonna remain something like this. This is it with the sound. We're gonna go now into the filter. We're gonna choose a cutoff. In the cutoff, we're gonna choose over here something around 2400. A and B. And the envelope one is going to go around 48. But can you hear some kind of effect in the sound? And this is because of the resonance. So listen, we don't want this because we're gonna put this resonance all the way down. Now the drive is going to increase the sound a lot. But we don't want a sound that it's too low endy. We want a sound that has a lot less low end over here. And essentially that's why we're gonna pick this EQ. And we're going to choose it to work on it a little bit. So looking at the EQ, what we're going to do is we're going to pick this and put it around over here. So 310, 315, something like this. And the Q is going to go all the way down to 0.40. Without. The second thing that we're going to do, we're going to choose a 48. The first one was a 12 dB and now a 48 dB cut. This is around 135. The way it is. So now back has a lot less low end in the sound. We're also going to choose the fat, put it around over here. The fat and the drive, they do similar kind of distortions, but one does before the filtering, the other one does after the filtering. And we also have to choose here the noise. But essentially, we're going to put the noise all the way down. We're going to choose envelope 2. The envelope 2, the attack is going to go a little bit smaller. The decay is going to go essentially as it is, and the sustain all the way down, and the hold almost the same length, just a little bit bigger. And we're going to increase this release a little bit as well. Now we're going to attach this to the level. And we're going to activate the noise over here. Essentially, that's it with the oscillator section. We've done everything that we needed to do over here. And if you're liking the video so far, hit the like button. If you're loving it, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future videos from Abstrakt Music Lab. And if you're liking the video, let me know here in the comment section below if you prefer me to recreate leads, plucks, basses, or pads. And if so, what kind of genre, what kind of artist? Leave your recommendation over here in the description. And let's keep on going now. Let's go to the effects section. In the effects section, we're going to use distortion, hyper and dimension, EQ, delay, and reverb. The reverb comes before the delay. So now distortion, we're not going to use a tube, you're going to use a soft clip. Just so you can listen how much it distorts the sound. It kind of gives a crunchiness to the sound. We're going to put the mix a little bit down because we don't want that much of that crunchiness. Now, hyper and dimension, this is going to make the sound wider, but also making it a little bit more metallic. We're not going to use the dimension, we're just going to use the hyper. We're going to increase the detune over here. Something like this. But we're going to decrease the mix over here because we don't want that much of it. And essentially, that's it. You can feel that the sound feels a little bit wider and a little bit more metallic. Now, EQ, we're going to choose both bell curves. The first bell curve is going to mainly take that mid kind of feeling of the sound. And the second bell curve is just going to increase a little bit of the high end. So let's start with this high end boost over here. It's just going to be at 4,000, something like this. The Q is going to go over here. And the gain is going to go slightly up. Barely unnoticeable. But now this one is going to be the big one. We're going to go with this one around 1,400. The Q is going to go down to 35. And the gain is going to go down to minus 18.5. You can see that it takes a lot of those mids in the sound. And if you listen to it before... and if you compare it, it feels a lot more like the sound that we're going after. But we also have to go over here in the envelope 1, and we have to give slight boosts according to the envelope. We're going to give this around something like this. Without it. You can see that it has a little bit more boost in the mids according to this envelope over here. Now, we're going to go into the reverb, but we lower the sound a lot. And that's what we have to do. We have to boost this sound a little bit. Now that we've boosted the sound, we're going to pick the mix and put it a lot up as well. Size a bit bigger. Decay as well. More attack. More decay, more size. We're also going to take a little bit of the low end from this reverb. Something like this. High cut as it is, spin and depth as it is. Now lastly, the delay. We're going to pick the delay over here. We're going to use a 1/4. We're going to pick this and leave it at around 50. But we don't want the full sound to delay, we just want the high end. So we're gonna pick this and leave it around 6,000, something like this. The Q is gonna go a little bit down. And if you listen to the original, it's a lot louder. So we're gonna go here in the delay because we don't have room more in the master. In the delay, we're gonna click this mix. If you click, it transforms into level. And we're gonna boost this in 6 dB. And now if you want to listen to the finished result, it's a bit louder than what I'm expecting, so I'm gonna put this around over here. Pretty damn close, pretty close to the original. I hope you liked the video, and if you liked it, hit the like button. If you loved it, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future videos from Abstrakt Music Lab. Let me know in the comment sections what should I recreate next in the sound design series, and I hope to see you soon in the next Abstrakt video. Ciao.